Hello everyone, my name is Mohammad Aftab. I am here to present our work titled OGGN, a novel generalized Oracle coordinate generative architecture for modeling inverse function of artificial neural networks. Let me start by giving you an introduction to the problem statement. So we are trying to solve the problem of either completely or partially modeling the inverse function of a given neural network. So completely modeling inverse function means predicting all the feature values that correspond to a desired output or a desired target. On the other hand, partially modeling means we know some values of features, we have fixed them, and we need to predict the values of other features that correspond to a desired target. So Chen et al. So they describe a framework with two neural networks, predictor and designer. Predictor is conventionally trained on data set. That means predictor takes features as inputs and predicts targets. So but in designer they copy all the weights and biases of the trained predictor and they keep them as constants. And only the input layer is learned by a gradient descent to predict features that correspond to a desired target. So our approach is different in that we have a generator neural network that generates features from random data. And the dimensionality of random data is tunable according to the complexity of the inverse function we are trying to model. So our approach is Oracle neural network, is the neural network whose inverse function we are trying to model. So in generator neural network, we take random data as input and we predict feature values. So the OGGN training methodology is given here. So features are predicted using generator neural network. Initial generator neural network takes random data, it predicts some features. Features are modeled into predicted targets using an Oracle neural network. And the loss is the mean squared error between predicted target and desired target. So predicted features are modeled into targets using Oracle neural network, and the loss is mean squared error. Training of generator is done using gradient descent. So use case of OGGN include we can generate features of all features corresponding to a desired target, or we can generate just some features while fixing other features as constant. We can also generate features such that some features are restricted within a customizable range. So or we can also solve a system of polynomial equations. So constraint functions. So these functions enable us to solve the use case of where we want some features to lie within a customizable range. So constraint functions are similar to activation functions in that they are applied to the output of the neural network and they are conditional and the general template is shown here. So conditional and they enable neural networks to minimize the loss while still exploring in a prescribed space. So they also maintain outputs within a certain range. So this is the use of constraint functions. So now experimental settings. So for the data set preparation, we have used a data set and we have used some experiments to validate our OGGN methodology. So here is the data set preparation method. So we take y equals to this polynomial exponential function. So in four variables. So the training data set consists of 10,000 randomly chosen feature values and the corresponding target values, and the testing or validating data set consists of 1,000 random feature and target values. So why we are so this validation data set is used for training the Oracle neural network to know how good the Oracle neural network is performing. So this in real world data sets we don't have such need mathematical functions to model features to targets. So we are trying to have an Oracle neural network to model that. So first experiment is about modeling the inverse function. So Oracle neural network is trained to model polynomial function, and we have to find feature vectors x1, x2, x3, x4 such that the corresponding required output is 1900. So this is our predetermined target. So here is the algorithm. So generator takes in random data and it predicts x1, x2, x3, x4. Now the Oracle takes in the predicted features xi and predicts a target, and this target is modeled into loss function by mean squared error. So loss is mean squared error between predicted target and desired target. So now the optimizer in generator neural network adjusts weights and biases based on this loss. So this is how we train a generator to model the complete inverse function. So modeling, so here after training the generative neural network using gradient descent, we have these values x1, x2, x3, x4 and the corresponding predicted value. So when we put x1, x2, x3, x4 into the polynomial function, we get 1911. So this is different from 1900 on two levels. First, Oracle itself has some deviation from the polynomial function, no matter how good it has modeled that function. And the second one is the error introduced by the generator itself. The convergence value is 1911. So hence we have verified theoretical underpinnings that OGGN has a potential to solve a number of inverse problems. So like to further optimize x1, x2, x3, x4 values which are predicted to fall nearer to 1900, we can try using more data to train Oracle neural network, and we can try using bigger architecture with more layers for Oracle and generative neural networks. So training neural networks for large number of epochs could also improve the accuracy. So now now here we are trying to model the partial inverse function, and we are also trying to have all the features within a given range. So x4 is 100, this is set as constant, and the target value is supposed to be 788, and the computed values of x1, x2, x3 are to be in this range 1 to 100. So this is the constraint function which I have arrived upon experimentally. So this 20 C1, C2 is 10, and upper bound is 100, and lower bound is 1. So all these I have arrived upon experimentally. So now constraint function is shown above. So this is the constraint function. Now after training for 200 epochs, we have output of 777.58 when we needed 788, and the predicted corresponding x1, x2, x3 are given here. So the pseudocode is similar to what we have done before, except that x4 is constant here, and constraint generator only predicts x1, x2, x3, but the Oracle takes all four to predict the target, and the loss is based on the mean square error between predicted target and desired target. So this is how we model and partial inverse function. Now, how do we try to solve a simultaneous system of polynomial equations? So consider f equals to 0 and g equals to 0 as system of polynomial equations. Now consider the given oracle as f square plus g square power 0.5. So why we are trying to take this particular function is, like, we know that oracle goes to 0 or is minimized to 0 only when f and g are independently going to 0. So this is why we have taken the oracle neural network. So now once we train the generator to minimize this oracle neural network's output, so what we get are x1 is 1.22 and y is 1. So these are the values which we obtain, and the corresponding f and g values are given here. So 0.03 and 0.4049. So now we can conclude that the predicted values of x, y, and z are close to the actual solution. And if an actual solution does not exist, these are very close to the actual values of x, y, and z, such that both f and g simultaneously go to a number which is as close to 0 as possible. So here we conclude that we can also use OGGN to solve a system of polynomial equations. And so in conclusion, we have used OGGN successfully to solve partial or complete or constrained modeling of the inverse function of a given artificial neural network. So we have also successfully introduced constraint functions to aid us in this process. So thank you.